Along Los Reales Road, large white tents dot the skyline. Inside the green gates, Customs and Border Protection officers and agents are working alongside contract workers, readying for the hundreds of migrants, mostly children, who cross the border without a parent.
Tucson sectors experienced about a 100% increase over last fiscal year in the number of unaccompanied children that we're apprehending that are crossing the border. You know, everyone's seeing there's this surge, this migration surge across the southwest border, which is really putting a lot of strain on the resources that exist.
That's John Maudlin, the interim chief of the Tucson Sector Border Patrol. He and his team hosted an open house this week. Among the attendees, representatives from the Mexican consulate, non-governmental organizations, and the media.
Our facilities, if you were to be inside them, you would see it's basically small holding cells. They're made to hold people for short periods of time. There's cement benches in there, cement floors. They're not made for children. Moreover, Border Patrol agents are not trained to care and detain children. It's something we're just not built for. We're not trained for it. So we asked for a soft-sided facility to be put up here.
The tour began at intake, where migrants will answer questions and submit information about how they got here. There's a medical room to assess a person's needs. These racks will hold personal belongings. Every room and hallway under close surveillance.
We're going to enter our first pod system that we have here. It's, you could probably call it a housing unit.
Down this hallway, we saw the housing units, pods that can sleep up to 16. Though this facility has a maximum capacity of 500, it's estimated only 200 to 250 will be here on a given day. The agency has to manage physical distancing guidelines as well as existing litigation dictating the conditions inside centers like this one. Who goes where will vary. A mother with young children, for example, may be in a unit together with other women and children. Siblings, depending on their age, may be separated but near each other. To manage health and safety, each pod is separated by plastic. Up on these stands, agents and contract workers will oversee the space. Per federal law, stays here should be less than 72 hours, but it's a careful balance of ensuring federal agencies are able to handle the flow of people in the system. Our tour visits the Outdoor Recreation Center. Contractors erected this entire facility in 20 days at a cost of more than $30 million. It's equipped with laundry and shower facilities and a multi-purpose room. Migrants will also have access to private phone booths. The last stop is through Outtake, a collaborative effort, Border Patrol says, between the federal government and non-governmental agencies working to place migrants with families or sponsors in the U.S. until a court date is secured, a schedule that in some cases takes years. Before we left, we spoke with Juanita Molina from the Border Action Network.
You know, I think it's much better than some of the other facilities that we've seen. And the reality is that we've seen stopgap measures that have been woefully inadequate. We've seen situations that could really perpetuate injury in a vulnerable population. And so I'm glad to see this happen in a more fulfilling way. You know, it's an incredibly complex issue that we're seeing here on the border. We have the urgency of the children and families who are coming through, and we want to be able to process them as quickly as possible. And yet at the same time, even though we've known this as a government for over the last 12, 15 years, that our demographic has changed, we still have not adjusted our governmental systems. And so here we see Border Patrol making a valiant effort to try to accommodate this particular instance, but at the same time, it's difficult because it's not adequate for the needs of the children that are coming through.